Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. I'm Beanin, and today we're going to be doing a few things in Hardcore that differs from my usual setup. The first thing I'd like to point out is that we've switched to a moderate editing setup where I'm not going to be doing fully uncut footage because I realize when I do building heavy videos like last episode, it gets a little tedious. But I also don't want to edit it too much because it'll take us away from the hardcore roots of Minecraft and what we play at. If you missed last episode, we went ahead and built the basement of this house. I will put the card right here, or it'll probably be right over my face. But we built this part of the basement, and since then I've done a little off-camera building. I built out the roof just because I needed to see what the roof line was going to look like and how I can fix that and everything. We built that part. That part wasn't a thing yet. Also, I terraformed this wall. I know it's not the best terraforming, but it's something. Now, unfortunately, we are out of concrete and quartz, which were the main supplies of our house. So we're going to take a break from that. There's a few things that I want to do today. And since we have the ability to cut, I know people are going to be like, oh, go back. And also you can do that. Let me know if you want us to go back to the original format, because that's fine. But I just thought, cutting out the boring stuff in the video would be beneficial to you as a viewer. But yes, I have a few things planned today. The first thing I want to do is take the opportunity of running out of materials and setting up a skeleton spawner. Now we have a skeleton spawner, but I'm in need of some golden carrots as my supply has run a little bit low. That should be good for now. Let's turn this back into ingots, whatever we can. 7 ingots, that's good. And then throw all of the ingots in there. I will organize later. We're a little low on materials right here. Need to enchant, need to do some enchanting and whatnot. But that's the whole point of today. I also want to apologize if I get too loud for the video. OBS was acting a little funny, so I had to uninstall and reinstall it, and it wiped all of my mic filters, so I'll have to reconnect that. But on the other hand, it won't have, words cut off and stuff like that. Now, the first order of business today is preparing our resources for the farm we're going to build. Now, I don't need to make another bucket because I'm sure I have one right somewhere in my tools chest. Where are you? Aha! Yeah, you can tell this isn't the first time. 8 buckets? What is it? But I do need buckets. I need signs. I also need, what's it called? Oh, wow. That's more than enough. Actually, I'll just take this. Actually, we'll take 16 signs. You can never have too many. And I just realized I'm going to need 2 buckets. I'm also going to need some of this and just a block of dirt or something to, build what I need. I will also need, where are you? Do I have any walls? Yes. Walls that I won't use. I just need one of those, and that should be good for now. I'm also going to take some glass because I'm definitely going to want to have an observation room and a hopper, a crafting table, and some chests. Maybe a slab or 2 as well. So let's go down to the depths and find the skeleton spawner. If memory serves me right, it should be down this way. Far, far below. Yeah, you deserve that, zombie. But it should be down this way in the deep depths of the cave. Ow. And I think I'll be safe if I follow the torches. Can't get too distracted by what we've got going on. And I could probably stand to get up a hill without failing. Creeper, come here. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to blow up. I do only have 1 totem, so I can only afford to be an idiot once. After that, it's no-go. Okay, I believe the skeleton spawner is down here. You can tell I haven't really dug out. Oh, there's a lot of torches down there. I believe it's down there. Get away, creeper. Aha! I've spotted it. Now let's make sure this is a skeleton spawner. That's a spider spawner. Okay, no skeleton spawner, but I did manage to find some more diamonds. I guess that's a bonus. It could be up here, maybe? I know, see, the thing that's disappointing is I've definitely found a skeleton spawner in this area. I just can't remember where. It's definitely in this cave somewhere. Okay. But I'm not sure where in the cave, which I guess would explain being lost. Aha! Is this it? Yes! I knew it. I wasn't that crazy. Okay, so for reference, it was literally when I came into this cave right here, and let me light up this so I know where it is. When I came in through here, I went this direction, and it was just down here, literally around the corner. So let's get to building. Uh-oh. Oh, that went not according to plan. I accidentally took this out. But so far, this is what we have. I'm going to do the basic dropper design. I think I'm going to have it go this way and then pick them up, drop them. I think that would be the best direction to go. I'm not 100% sure. I can always have it go this way, have two moats coming in from here and go up and then drop them right over here. I'm not sure. I think I might expand this out one, but the most important thing I forgot was water. So I stupidly did that. So I'll need to go grab some water and make myself an infinite water source before we get started on the meat of the spawner. See, it's funny because I said the meat of the spawner, and skeletons don't have any meat. I'm sorry. The one time I'm actually happy to see a water cave outside of, mining for diamonds in them is right now, because I didn't have to go up or over or any crazy amount of combinations of movement. There we go. Our temporary water source has been created. Now we can begin with the rest of the spawner. Oh, finally. That was a very painful process that I'm glad you didn't have to watch firsthand, but we are almost complete with the, we are almost, complete with the functionality of the spawner. Next up, I guess, will be, what's it called? Looks. I had to keep digging because it was a little hard to find what I needed without using cords, so I kept having to go back and go up, but we finally have what we need, and this is the basic setup. So because it's a skeleton spawner, we won't have to worry about skeletons like babies coming out here, so we only have to do a 1 block breaker, I guess, a 1 block breaker barrier. But I wanted to grab a bucket of water for this so that I didn't break my legs on the way down. Now this should be good. We've gone up about 21 or so blocks, I believe. 21 and a half, around there. So it definitely would hurt me. I don't want to risk, having any issues. And oh my god, I just realized I didn't bring soul sand. That's the one thing you need for this. Ay, ay, ay. Well, luckily these are all source blocks now, so I don't have to worry about that. I just need to go get soul sand to make this a bubble column. And you know what? I'm just going to go down the dropper. It seems a little bit safer like that. I don't have to keep messing up everything. And it looks like it pushes you out here, which is great. Let's MLG this. Okay. Yeah, so let me go grab some soul sand and I will return. Somebody is definitely going to yell at me in the comments that I forgot it at the beginning. But the good thing is I'm already out of it. So I need to go back to the nether to grab some. There we are. Wow. I forgot about soul speed. Let's just grab a good chunk of this stuff so I don't have to come back here soon. It's too bad I'm not in 1.21.5 because that would be really cool if I could find the gas, but I think it would have to be in a non-preloaded chunk. Hey, look at that. I found a geode. That's exactly what I needed because I can now have some tinted glass. And I'm pretty sure I have amethyst shards already. And okay, I thought I heard a creeper, but I'm pretty sure I have amethyst shards. I just want to, make sure I get a good bit from these because I need tinted glass for my operations here so the skeletons don't get wary of my light sources. Okay, now let's try this. It should work, and hopefully we don't have to go out and grab more resources. I wish I was a little better prepared, but you know what? What can you do? Oh gosh. Oh, that worked. I forgot about that part. I guess the next step is fall down here and hope to not die. Okay. So before we activate this, I want to make sure that everything looks a-okay, nice and pretty. At least at a beginning level. It doesn't have to be, amazing, but I want it to look somewhat acceptable. Excellent. Now that I've set this area up, we can go ahead and prep this. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to lock this down. Make sure no skeletons can get up in there. There's that. And there's that. Perfect. Great. I don't need it to be like absolutely perfect, but I just want to make sure they can't get up in those little areas. Let's make ourselves some of this tinted glass. And I think that should be enough. Let's grab ourselves what is expendable. I mean, it'll end up back in the hopper anyway. Let's just use this. And I guess we'll just use a slab from now, or for this, or what is it, granite to get out there. Throw these up here so I don't get any light thrown into the spawner. And let's branch out here. Put a slab down. And then watch the magic happen. And I think, ow! I think I shouldn't get shot, but I think this should work. Okay, he's getting stuck on the edge. Fair, that happens sometimes. I might have to light up the surrounding caves more because, I mean, that was one skeleton, but let's just make sure it works. Oh my gosh, right as I stopped recording, that just spawned like 4 of them at once. Now, I think once they get in there, they should push each other up through. And then maybe, hopefully fall down here. Come on. Come on. Come on, you know you want to do it. Ah, perfect. So the rates may not be perfect, but we now have a suitable structure to kill skeletons in easily. And you just do this. Oh, one shot. Oh, that's right. I guess I'll have to do that. Yeah, you can't shoot me there. All right, so I'll have to do a little bit of maintenance here real quick. Sorry. Come on. Ow, ow. Okay, fine. I'll just kill you. Ow. Stop it. Thank you. Okay, one more back here, and then I should be safe. Okay, as long as I don't get up there. Actually, you know what? I can just put... there we go. There. Now they can't shoot me, I think. I think that's how that works. Ooh, I should probably start... Alright, this one will be arrows. This one will be bones. And then once I clear that out, this will be whatever. Oh, and I forgot that in here. It is working as a collection system. So arrows, bones, and let's, you know, put a sign up just because. So this will... Arrows. Bones. Perfect. And honestly, the rates aren't as bad as I thought they'd be. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome. Now I can focus on lighting up the surrounding caves. I think the most immediate ones like this will be the only issue. But I just want to make sure everything's okay, as I do hear some monsters growling and clanking and walking around and whatnot. And I think this would be a great farm to have an elevator into. So let's go ahead and start planning for that. And then this will also allow me to get up to the surface easier in case I need quick access, which I probably will. Now, I'm not 1,000% sure of where I'll surface, but if I do surface within the village walls, I will make this into a concrete factory of sorts, or a concrete shop, because I mean this would be the perfect thing to have in your very deep basement, is the source of, you know, white concrete, my favorite material. All right, moment of truth. We'll see where I come out. I figured that would be about where we'd come out from. Let's go ahead and try and sleep, even though I know it looks like it's becoming morning. We can get... Oh, I don't see any... What are they called? Stupid things. Phantoms. So I guess the next order of business that I'd want to do while I'm up here is at least repair my pickaxe a little, because she is hurting. There we go. That fixed a lot. Went ahead and grabbed some buckets as well so I can just knock this elevator out really quick and we can just shut the book on this spawner. Now, unfortunately, the most efficient way to do this is to have a bubble column going up here and then digging down. Now, I hope I don't drown. You know, if I do, well, that'll be a little bit of an issue, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. So it turns out I was wrong. The easier method was to just dig down here and then set up the bubble column and then dig up. Shocker, Beanin gets it wrong. So I'm also stupid in that I realize I can just dig down and then dig this out and then give myself an air pocket when I run out of bubbles. Listen, I'm not that smart. I am smart, but I'm not that smart, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Now, of course, we get to do this part. Oh, this is one where I have to do it this way. Let me just, oops, sorry. Let me just put that there. Put some dirt here for when I come back down because we're gonna need some space. And let's dig this kelp up, or let's make this into an elevator. Let me just kill these skeletons real quick. Thank you. And there we go. Everything's all set up here. Everything's working perfectly. And we've got a lovely way up and down to the skeleton spawner. Excuse me. Oh, I was going to say that's rude. But now, I guess the main focus would be to work on above ground. I guess that would make the most sense for me. So I'm going to try and take as many materials as I can up to the surface. Actually, I'm going to leave a good bit of these down until I can sort them off camera. And then I'll figure out what we will do with the upstairs portion next. Now, the upstairs portion of the build will probably not be anything intricate. I wanted to make it a concrete factory, and I think I could, excuse me, I think I could if I put some effort into it, but I'm also not sure because if I really wanted it, I would make the concrete factory in the village, but we'll figure it out. Now, palette-wise, you might call me crazy, but I think the concrete factory should be made out of concrete. Well, concrete. It should be made out of the gray stuff, you know, not the colorful stuff. I don't know. Now, obviously, I'm gonna add some pizzazz and whatnot to it, but we should look at options in terms. Actually, you know what? I might just take some of my. Let me take some of my workstation here. Take those. I'll take those. I think that'll be fine. It's like I said, it's not going to be super intricate. It may even be just something like this with a little smokestack or something, but we'll figure that out. I still really need to fix this, but I haven't been able to, like, this is the first time I've been able to play all week, so I've just been really busy. Okay, I don't know if this has always been in the game, but one of the best things they've added to Minecraft was being able to climb vines that didn't have a tree log attached to them. 10 out of 10 edition. Now, hopefully, oh crap. I was going to say, hopefully the leaf doesn't decay and cause me fall damage, but we saw how that went. Now for the design, I'm not thinking anything too crazy. I think I just want something simple. However, I realized that here we could have an opportunity for like a main smokestack. So I think I'll be designing everything around this. I want this more towards the back, and yes, I'm going to designate this as the back. I think I'm going to go, what is that? I'll go 5 out, and then this will be the wall. So we'll lay that down right there. And then we'll go further in that direction here. Maybe have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Let's kind of do that. I would like it to be a little bit of a rectangle. 2, 3, 5. Perfect. And then here I'm thinking, you know, I'll just take it out to about this area. It doesn't have to be huge. I'm thinking a little bit like the storage warehouse, but you know, just some storage for concrete materials. So I have like a dedicated space to everything that's going on here. And this can also serve as my armory / arrow dispensary, you know? We can figure out what to do with it. Yeah, so something simple like this, I believe, would be nice. You know, it's not entirely symmetric, but it also... Actually, what am I saying? It's very symmetric, but it's also friendly, and it won't look weird if I have this smokestack coming out towards the back instead of the front. This side will be the entrance, and this side over there will just be a wall. Now, I don't want it to be too huge. I'm thinking maybe 1, 2, 3... 4, 5. I think that should suffice for everything. Doesn't have to be overly big. I might not even put the same roof that I put on that structure over there. But, you know, I would like to have some sort of detail to it. I think I'll do... Well, seeing that it's the skeleton spawner building, I think I might actually go ahead and work in some diorite. Yeah, diorite to the build itself. That way, you know, it's a little different. You know, it's not completely gray. It's got some white, and you know, I will have windows in this one. There will be windows in this, not just a boring old whatchamacallit warehouse. There will be windows in there, but I would like to see how the diorite looks before doing anything crazy, and then we can move on from there. Now, I just realized I've also been selectively putting these pillars up, which I guess is okay in my opinion, but you know, I mean, you already know what I'm doing. You already know the basics of everything. I just like to explain some aspects of what I'm doing in terms of my design. And do not fear, for safety's sake, I will be lighting up this area. Wygo Warrior was very happy to see that I have been, in fact, learning. I just want to light it up because I feel like it would look rather nice. Thank you. From inside the village, and, you know, it'll also help with the whole safety aspect. This area needs to be cleaned up and everything. I figured that once I would clean it up, then we would get to the point where we would already be at the point that, you know, I need to branch out to here. This is like one of those first buildings in the expansion that we have not even started because we technically haven't even finished the village wall yet. So it's always fun. Ow. God, you're so annoying. Actually, that wasn't that bad. Flooring, I'm just going to keep it simple and use the same thing I've been using. That would be these polished deep slate tiles. I think it'll look very nice with, you know, what we're kind of going for here. And of course, there's a skeleton behind me. Sir, you're supposed to be down in the grinder. Get away from me. Thank you. And to improve safety, I'm going to go ahead and put the diorite walls. This may be the ugliest thing I've done. We'll see. I mean, it's not awful. It would be cool if you could polish them. How does it look? Just like that. You know what? Let's be daring. Let's use some of our resources that we have to make an ugly building. I'm a grammar police to myself, and leave it to Beanin to run out of resources in the middle of the night. But that also gives me a good excuse, to come over here, have a sleep, grab some more diorite. If I do have it, I don't know how much I have. Do I even have... I don't know if that's going to be enough. But we'll take a sleep, see if we have any luck or better resource management in the future. Now, the reason I'm not going to make this a full concrete factory is mainly because it's not really an all-in-one area process. Like, sure, you could argue that I can have the production site on here where you harden things and mine them and whatnot, and then harvest them and dye them. And honestly, I might do that. You know, you never know. But as of now, I have to go out and mine the resources for this. And I have to bring it back. And, you know, this is going to be more of a storage area. But that doesn't mean we can't expand on it, you know? It's the hardcore world. I have plans to, you know, be alive in this world as long as possible. So I think we should look to expand, but not set any huge expectations for ourselves as of right now. And I think we'll get plenty of light into this factory, which is something you don't see in a lot of places. And then we'll put on the roof, which honestly I think we can make it. These would be really good ceiling tiles. Let's see if I can make that happen. That might actually be the way to go. I literally need one more for this to be perfect. Now here I'm going to put some tinted glass in these and then work on the smokestack. That should take care of everything. I need to make sure that I'm lighting up the inside here so that I don't get attacked or have any mobs spawn in here, especially creepers. That would be bad considering that I'm going to use this to store some concrete materials, some bones, arrows, etc., etc. And now we can move on to the smokestack, which doesn't have to be anything crazy. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Just got to make sure I'm going in the right direction here. But it doesn't need to be anything crazy. And honestly, I might just have maybe a little bit of... see. Because the shape's really what does everything. Maybe just have something like this. You know, something that's not too crazy, but also not like too simple. Again, I'm really just going off general looks here, but I think something like a 2 smokestack would look nice in my opinion, and then have these be different heights. So this one could go up, you know, this many. It doesn't have to be like super tall. And then this one could go up taller. Let's see how this looks. I would like this one to be taller. I'm not sure how tall, but actually, or should it be? I was thinking it should be maybe the same height. This is already like wide for the building. Let's just do 2 and see how it looks. We can always take one down. Does it need to be? You know what? I'll make this one less than the other. So this. Oh, crap. Okay. We're making it 2 less. Well, we'll see how that looks. Ow. First impressions. Yikes. Maybe. I mean, again, it is just a shell housing for what we're going to put up here. So, you know, we can work with that. And remember, this is a new format, so if I change looks or whatnot, then, you know, it's a different day. I wanted to make sure we had a lovely video for Saturday. I'm still going to go for the 1.5 hour time length, or, you know, whatever gets my point across, but we can see what goes on here. I think I might also go ahead and make this area surrounding it a little bit nicer. So I shall return soon with a little bit more polished surrounding area. All right, so that's the outside of this thing done right now. I know it's probably not the prettiest thing to look at, but remember, we're going for function over fashion. It's a rather tiny little facility, but I think it's going to serve its purpose well, you know, as something that is there that we needed to build before we expanded outside of the village. And it also gives us ample storage dedicated solely to, at the minimum, the output of the skeleton farm. Now I'm going to go ahead and come in here and just put some chests down and everything, and I think we'll be good to move on to the next portion of the video. So I think this will be more than enough storage than we ever need, and if not, we can figure out how to work in the storage back there, but I think that's a good stopping point for this build right now. Let's move on to the next section of the video. Now that we have moved on from this section, let me just go ahead and throw this down in here. We can move on to the next section of the video, and I should probably go down one more time and check. Actually, let me take this. I should go down and check. Oh my god, Subwoofer Lullaby again. It's the second day. Okay, second day. If you could not tell by it's day again and my shirt changing. Let's see. But I actually checked the reel of the video as I've been editing it, and we actually have we're right at the 30-minute mark. So the next section of this video is going to be building, but we're not going to be building on the house. We're going to be building in the house, because now that we have a source of XP, we can go ahead and create a proper enchanting room in the basement. Now I've put some thought into this, and I think I want to dig out a kind of cave looking thing in this area, you know, kind of have like a natural looking cave that kind of careens down, well, not careen, that's a bad choice of words, but kind of meanders its way down into a bigger opening cave, similar to what I had in my back to beta days house. It'll be a man-made cave, and I'll probably run into a non-man-made cave, let's be real. But I think I'm gonna leave ores like that, but I'm gonna like manicure this and, you know, make it look nice, and so on and so forth. And yes, I'm going to take this coal, but it's going to be similar to the last one in that it will have a lower section that's covered in moss and like wood and stuff like that. But it's also going to be different because the last one was semi-natural with some modifications, and it was a lot bigger, and it, you know, looked really pretty. This one is probably going to be a lot smaller and not look as pretty. And I think I've gone down far enough. I don't want to get too crazy here. I think this will be a great entry, and we can, of course, you know, doll this up, make it look nice, and then be like, oh, look at that little cave, and then go down into here where we have a much larger opening. So I'm going to hollow out a large opening and then start building our lovely, lovely cave. Okay, now I think that's a pretty good shape for the cave here. It doesn't have to be massive. This kind of does look like a little bit of a natural opening, which is great. It's what I wanted. I'm glad I have some of this ore showing and being exposed. Now I'm going to dig down a little, maybe about 2 or 3 blocks from right here, so that I can have, you know, some dangling glowberries and moss and stuff like that. But I think this is a good start. I need to make a new shovel. And I also realized that whoever commented that I need to get a mending villager was 100% right. Now let me adjust this a little bit. I just want to make it like slab friendly, or stair friendly. I don't know. We can figure that out later. Now, to spare you all the suffering, I can go ahead and enchant this shovel real quick, because an enchanted shovel, I think, is one of the best things you can have in the game. It's very nice. Nothing bad goes wrong. And, well, it just makes everything so much easier. Silk Touch? Ugh, it wasn't even worth the experience. I have a Silk Touch shovel already. Without further ado, let's continue digging down a little bit right here and forming the spot where our enchantment table will be. There we go. Now, it's not huge, but it looks good to me. And that's what really matters here. Now, we're going to make this look pretty, but first we need to do some spam on the moss and just glowberries and everything we can think of in there to make it pretty. And we're going to do, I think we're going to do it like a all the way down here. I didn't want it to be too big like the other one, because the other one was very cool with all the cherry blossom trees in it and whatnot. But for this, I just wanted it to feel cozy and kind of like magical almost. And I did kind of adjust this for slabs a little bit. We'll have to, figure out what the heck's going on there. But I kind of like that entrance, and we'll fix that too. Let's set this up down there so we know where we're going to be doing our enchanting. I think it's perfectly fine to just throw it down right here, and then let's see. There'll be one. I don't want this to be, symmetrical at all. So it'd be like this and then this. And then I think we can do maybe like something like this. Oh, that's nice. Thanks. That should pull it, right? Let's see. I don't think there's anything coming from there. So I will have to just do this. That's okay though. Let me know if you have any like design thoughts for that. That's okay. I can work with that. Again, remember the main focus is getting to, actually, I might push this back one more. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. The reason I wanted to do that was just so that this wasn't crowded the entryway. And remember, the main focus is going to be this, but I want it to feel a little cramped in, but not too claustrophobic. And I think we have a good sight line so far. Now, let's run down to the lush cave that we're at and grab some lovely, lovely glowberries, some moss, some azalea bushes, I think that's what they're called, and make that look pretty. Okay, now let's try and get there without any issues. We already have a lot of issues with skeletons and zombies. Oh my gosh. Okay. Stop it. Light it up. Gotta light it up. Zombies. Oh my gosh. Go away. Nobody likes you. Dude, there's more coming. It's like you kill one and then 70 more spawn. I know that's exactly how that works. You don't need to correct me, but still, geez, man. All right, I've got some of the flowers, and I think I don't really need too much because let me just do a quick test here. But I want to see if this is the stuff that you can bone meal and spread, because if that's the case, oh yeah, that's perfect. Great. And this actually gave me a lot more nice looking blocks. But I don't need that much from the moss block side of things. I think the only thing I need is just a healthy amount of glowberries, which I'm pretty sure you can just harvest like by punching it with my fist. Yeah. Looks like it. Looks like it. It looks like I might just have to get a lot of these. Yeah. Oh, hey, diamonds. I didn't even see these. Oh, is that it? One diamond. What is this? I thought this was fortune 3. It is. I wish there was a few more of those pink flowers. I'm trying not to look because there's 2 endermen right here. And there's a ton of zombies coming up. And there's a creeper right here. And I just want the diamonds, man. Please don't kill me. Zombies. Get away. Oh my gosh. Ow. Stop. Stop. Last thing I need is to accidentally look at one of these endermen. It looks like I'm doing okay so far. So let me get to these diamonds. Oh, stop. Oh my gosh. Get out of my face. 7 diamonds. I guess that's okay. Well, that should be more than enough glowberries and moss and whatnot. I should be fine from that. And if I run out of bone meal, I can always go to my skeleton spawner. And of course, I just went all the way up to the top. Why wouldn't I? All right, let's make this thing pretty. I think I want to start by putting the flower right here, right above this, and then hang some glowberries close to, actually, maybe I should do this. If I update this block, will it? Okay, it doesn't work like that. Good to know. Good to know. Are you sure? Yes, it is. It is sure about that. Let's add some moss here. Let's add definitely some moss right here, and then do that. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. I don't need that there though. Oh, okay. Doing that again, I see. Nope, don't need these things blocking this. That's fine. Perfect, perfect. Oh, look at that. Oh, looking great. And I guess I should keep it. Wow, well, this is pretty. I guess I should keep it. Oh, I was like, what are you doing? Kind of simple. Like, ooh, I do like this. This is really nice. And then I can have glow berries hanging down here. Let's make sure they don't interfere with anything. Ow. Yeah. I can have glow berries hanging up here. I can add a water feature, maybe? I don't know. I feel like that would be nice. Let's also... I'd want to extend it up here as well. Just throw down some glow berries. Some little pizzazz here and there to add to the magic of the room you're about to enter. Okay, that's a decent view. I wish I could spread this stuff on the ceiling, but it should light itself up once the glow berries grow. Hey, look at that, a horse spawned in here. That'll be good if I ever want to ride one. Boy, having that skeleton farm is already proving its value. I mean, I just went and grabbed a stack of bones and I got 64 bone meal, 3 stacks of 64 from that. And let's go ahead and start just spreading this stuff up here. Oh, that's good. I like that it doesn't override the ores themselves. This, perfect, awesome, epic, and that should be good. Now we gotta clear the path a little bit because obviously, you know, we don't want anything too crazy. Ooh, I like that. Oh, dang it. Oh, do that. Yeah, don't need anything too outlandish. I just wanted to make sure we had some green to go along with our, of course, they put something there. Green to go along with our gray and so on and so forth. I think that will be all right. Let's get rid of these. Just make it easy to walk down. Take care of that. That looks like, yeah, that looks like I'm entering into a magical area. And I think I'll try and, you know, add a little pizzazz here with the moss and whatnot. Yeah, that looks fine. It's something different. And then I think I want oak slabs with this. I think that'll be a nice little change of pace because I know I use the dark oak up there. All right, that's more than enough slabs. Again, placing them down, I think I'll just do something like this, something very easy, very simple. That we're gonna have to extend this a little bit, and of course my face itches. Okay, this side may not be 100% natural looking, but I'll do my best. Yeah, I don't want to compromise shape. Oh, that's fine. Oh yeah, that's just swell and dandy. And of course there's some moss carpet right there. Okay, the moss carpet does kind of get annoying. I guess I could, well, oh, I mean, that's a little weird because it's like if you come down here you gotta, okay, I guess that doesn't break up my flow too much. Yeah, you come down here and it's like, hey, I don't like that I hit my head right here though. Expand you up a little bit. There you go. That's a lot better. Yeah, then you come down here and it's just like no glow berries there. Woohoo! Look at that. Lovely, lovely. Lovely, lovely. And then what if I bone meal these? Oh, look at that. Perfect. Sorry, I've been saying look at that a lot, but I just love that they glow. I might be able to take out the torches if I play it safe. Let's see what happens if I do take out these torches. Actually, I might just take out a torch and replace it with a glowberry. So like that. Here we'll just have 1, 2, glowberry, glowberry, glowberry. And let's see, how's that look? Oh, that looks lovely. Love it. And this entrance, you know, I don't mind it. I'll figure out what to do with the final form of the entrance, if you will. I think with that being said, we can move on to the next section of the video, which is actually, wait, I just had another idea for down here. So we will not be moving to the next section of the video just yet. Of course, I need to add a water feature. So let's kind of do like a little, I guess, alcove right back here. And then have like a little pond that we can put some fish or maybe some axolotl down here. I don't want it to be huge. Actually, it doesn't really have to be huge at all. I would much rather just have it be like a little fish pond or koi pond of sorts. And you know what? I'll throw this back one more just because my brain's gonna be like, you need to have you need to have space here. And we'll make it like too deep like that. Actually, wait, I should. Then too deep like that. Put some water down. Okay. There we go. And then I can put a little light back there. And then what I would do right here is just, I don't know, have like a little pool of water of sorts. Maybe in the future we can add like a little secret layer thing down there. Or just something like that. Something simple. And then I can dangle some bees over it. Perfect. I don't know if I can spread this in there, but honestly it's I kind of like it like that. Now, I don't think I can put an axolotl in here. I feel like it would like fall out of here and get stuck, and I feel like that might be a little bit of an issue. But for now, you know, we can just have some nice little water so we can have a little peaceful moment down here. And I'm loving the way this looks down here. All the little mosslets. That's not a word, but that's what I'm calling them. But now we have an official enchanting spot, which is good because we haven't had one in a while, or at all, really. I mean, you saw where it was before this. Moving forward, I would like to see if I can finish the wall today, or at least get really close. Mainly because, you know, I mean, we're, what, 20 episodes deep, and I haven't finished the wall yet. So I think I will do some of that, and we'll see what I'm feeling after I finish this wall. All right, well, this is proving to be a little bit more challenging than I thought for a wall. Normally I would just continue it up, but I'll have to figure something out. Now, I was a little worried about the pitfalls for the mobs, but honestly, I think if I focus on low-level raids here, it won't really matter. Because I'll get to a point where not much can kill me. And you know, as long as I have that center command thing, it should kind of keep the spawning evenly distributed throughout, you know, the outside of the village. Hopefully that's the case. But I'm out of wood. It's time to go collect some more. Holy mama, that's something you don't want to wake up to. Oh, don't do anything. Please, please stay away from my goods. Especially my house. Thank you. Actually, it wasn't that bad. You know what? Let's go get this third guy. Come here. I know you weren't doing much, but you're going to be a problem in the future anyway. Thank you. Now, as many resources as that used, I might probably need more. Yeah, most likely. And I think instead of going forward, I'm actually going to go backwards here because I just realized that all of my other, I guess, turrets are facing inward, and I think it just looked weird if I went outwards with these, and plus, you know, it adds a big depth, so I'm gonna restructure these a little bit. Nothing crazy, and then we'll continue on with building. Just gonna close this too so I don't fall down that. That would be a very bad ending to a very good episode. And because I don't know what I'm going to put here, we're going to make a dirt pillar to make this even with everything else, and then just build up a little bit of a tower here. That should be good, and now I don't have to drop and get fall damage. Here, we'll just do this back here. It may encroach on our land a little bit, but remember, I also have a not a running board. I don't know the technical name, but you know what I mean. The things where you can run behind the wall and be safe. Parapet might be the word. And I'm a little curious as to how this is set up. I wonder if it's mirrored on the same side. My presumption would be that it is, but I gotta double check because I don't want to end up with another set of goofy looking turrets. Grab these, what are they called? Let me grab these saplings real quick. And yeah, it looks like I did have an extra block out here, which is good. And I know you, for those of you who have been watching since episode 1 of this world at least, you're probably like, what the heck? Fix your roads. I will. We're getting to that point. You know, now that we have a skeleton farm, it is safe to start spending money, if you know what I mean. Ah, we're so close. One link away, and the wood around the wall will at least be complete. And then we can work on the bricks, which honestly, those won't be an issue. The bigger issue with the wall will honestly be the turrets and then the walkways behind it. The parapets, if you will. I think one more tree should be able to fix my issue. Chop, chop, chop. Okay, maybe 2 trees. There we go. Even got a little bit of a head start on the turrets. Now, we're gonna take these and fill it out all the way around, I guess, to over there. Ah, there we go. Definitely didn't need 9 stacks of the brick walls, but I'd like to at least get the bottom layer of these turrets done. I don't really care too much about the top just yet. I'm going to need a lot of oak wood slabs for the, walks on this. So I'm going to have to get some more wood. This one right here, I'm going to leave because, well, I have no idea what I'm going to put up here. And then I have thought about right here what I'll do. I'll just put it to 1 wide. I mean, that's all I need, really. I just need to be able to get through. I know it'll mess up the looks of things, but who cares? As long as I can get from one end of the wall to the other without an issue, that will be fine with me. And I think that should be all of them. I love how this one is the only cobblestone one, and then everything else is just brick. I might leave that, you know, it's the original. Now, I definitely don't have a lot of these. I have enough to let the rest of these trees grow and then restart the cycle. Let's see, I'm only 2 wide. I think I'm gonna go up here. Well, I can go either direction, if I'm being real. I can go this direction out here, or I can just go that direction. And I'm feeling, since we've been going this direction, I think that we can go this direction. Did that make sense? It probably didn't. All right, that's the first round done. I did an okay job. This right here is just gonna have to, I'm just gonna have to modify it. There's no getting away around that. Um, I think if I just follow the slope of that with the slope of the wall, that will be fine. But I want to get the walkway done first before making modifications to the wall itself. Now this amount should be good. Who knows? It might not get us to the end. We'll see. And there's the whole, I guess, parapet done. Now we can walk around the entirety of this wall with no issue. And it's time to start just placing these bits at the top. This one's going to be more of a work in progress. I don't really plan to have a lot of effort right here for now. You know, building walls is fun, but at some point it's like, whatever. I mean, I might go to finish it. Who knows? And I mean, obviously this is going to be more of, what's it called? But I don't even have a ton of fences on me right now, but I should have more than enough to actually finish this. So actually, let's do it. Let's just go for the finish. For some weird reason, I think I took fences down. Actually, fences might be up in this chest. There's going to be fences around here somewhere. I'm just not 100% sure. I was right, but they're oak fences. Honestly, I don't really care about the difference in the fence type. I'm not looking at it enough to worry about things like that. Finally able to fix this now that I got rid of the makeshift stairs over there. Well, it might not finish us out, but let's see how far I can get with the fences I found. And for this part, I'm not going to do a time lapse of any sort. It's just placing fences. I've done enough time lapses this episode. Also just going to leave this section blank until I correct it. And also there's no reason for anything to come through these walls yet, so I should be good. And there we have it. Not surprisingly, I made it just enough to have a little bit left over fences, and I can start maybe getting the wood. That'll be a taller order, but I should be able to complete it. I want to at least get the decorative part of the wall done. I don't need to do the like turrets and gatehouses just yet. All right, I think I might have fixed this section right here just a little bit. I mean, it's going to be ugly regardless, but this one matches the slope of the wall a little better. I mean, it's not great, but it's better than what I had before. And then, of course, through these, I will just carry these up and make sure that we have at least one block above the main pathway. It's actually not too terrible doing it this way. It's somewhat easy. And I know this area is getting a little crowded. I mean, this is going to be butting up to my backyard. But I mean, I'm not going to have many raids here, and this is mostly just to keep the villagers in at this point and safe. Now for the annoying part of stripping all of these, because I don't know what I was thinking when I first designed this wall, but I got to stick with the theme. Gotta make it look nice. Even though I say gotta stick with the theme when I have two modern buildings, a massive tower, a church, a warehouse, a factory, and then a modern mansion as my main house. Minecraft's all about creativity. Sometimes I like to have continuity between my builds. Other times I like to do stuff like this. And honestly, the stuff like this, I tend to have more fun with. And here, you know, it doesn't look terrible. I did get a little bit of quote unquote rebate from fixing this portion of the wall, but I think that looks a lot better. It's different. I mean, what am I supposed to do? It's a big slope. And that rebate of fixing the walls gave me 5 more logs to work with. You know, I'm just now looking at this from this height and angle, and it honestly doesn't look too bad. I feel like if I fill out more of that area over there and take down the jungle, of course, then it should look good. You know, if we add a few more buildings, because I need to have a super smelter. I need to have a automatic bamboo farm. That's very useful. I need to have basically automatic, I mean, whatever, really. Oh, I messed up here. This needs to be a normal log, and then I'll switch you out with a strip log over here. Sweet. And then you stay that way. Good. And there you have it. The wall itself is complete. I will continue to light this up off camera, but we are unfortunately at time for today. I've already put this episode off for I've already delayed it once, and it's been about 4 days in the making, so we'll call it for today. It will be a little shorter, but I hope I made up for it with the amount of stuff we got done today. Please remember to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. I post videos every Saturday, and we'll be increasing that after May 2nd. Remember, the Beanin 2K giveaway is closed now. Those are final. Any submissions past March 31st will not be entered into the competition, and the links are being removed from the description now and onward. The prizes have come in. I will do the drawing, and I will schedule a live stream for the drawing at a later date, but you may be one lucky winner, and we'll see who the winners are soon. A quick shout out to our members: Inzi Gary, APD 3984, Lisa Thomas, Cherababy 05, Michelle Crutchfield, Victor Zuka 83, Isha Parisian, Shadow Hustle Gaming, Leo Sweeney, and Royal Squishy. Those are our 10 members, and they support the channel every month, completely unasked for. I mean, unsolicited, but very appreciated. If you're a regular viewer, I still value you as much. But that's it for today. Next episode, I'd like to continue on building in the village. I think we're going to work on the farm district over there behind me. So we will set up some animal farms, some basic stuff like that, and probably improve the roads a little bit. That's all for me today. Please remember to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, join the Discord. I'm Beanin. Peace.